Digital Contact's breakthrough platform, which utilizes the machine learning technology, will most definitely change your opinion on what your website can do. The system gets more intelligent with every click, and online sales increase with no extra traffic, human resource, or other costs. In the next few minutes, we will introduce the mechanisms behind a 45% increase in customers, 17% sales increase, and the visitor-to-sale ratio of 80%. Dynamic Content Module enables us to show the visitors a version of the website that is most likely to lead to conversion or any other desired action. The DC system automatically makes a decision on what should be shown to each user based on their browsing history. Let us demonstrate how the system works on a particular website, specializing in used car sales. To improve opt-in email conversion, this company was using a simple split test. 80% of the traffic was directed to a website form that showed best conversion results last month. The remaining 20% of visitors were redirected to other versions to test how it would affect the conversion rates. We offered them to try our Dynamic Content Module and compare results. Content blocks setup and management is done through our interface, and there's just a simple JavaScript code that can be inserted in the appropriate part of the page. After the initial setup is complete, you can add or remove different content versions without the need to change anything on the website. You will be able to control which web version different groups of visitors will see. Before using our system, the email conversion was 1.52%. And based on the split test results, Form 2 has proven to be most effective. This form was used as a benchmark to compare results. We have set up our test to target the same 20% of potential customers, and we made no changes to the original content layout. However, instead of randomly displaying one of the 3 website versions, our algorithm was automatically making a decision for each user based on how similar users interacted with a particular version of the page. What we achieved was that the previous competing forms were now working together. For example, 67% of users actually did favor Form 2, showing the conversion rates of 1.87%. But it turned out that 25% of users favored Form 3, and almost 10% Form 4. Altogether, our algorithm has shown a 32% increase in successful conversions. Product Recommendation Module will be of most use to e-commerce websites that have a product list that can be exported as a feed. This module allows you to easily offer each user exactly what he or she is looking for. We have the following scenarios preset. A. Items you might like. This module suggests a product based on similarities amongst visitors. Say, if a visitor is getting a soda, the algorithm will suggest the most common items that similar users bought, like a barbecue setup, pizza, or even a ping pong table. B. People who buy this usually will offer products that are often bought together, such as sauce with a pizza. C. Similar products will offer a user different pizza types and recipes based on the pizza the user will initially select. D. And last but not least, the standard recommendation widgets such as popular items, recently viewed, and top grossed items. All recommendation widgets can be easily integrated into your web page or emails. The widget design and customization can be easily done through our built-in editor. We will demonstrate how easy it is on an online store that specializes in selling lighters and equipment. On the General Settings page, you can choose the preferred scenario for generating recommendations and name it. The Widget section enables you to edit the widget's design, including custom sizing to fit mobile devices. You can also choose how many items will be listed inside the widget using a simple grid system. Choose the preferred widget background to perfectly match your website color scheme, add item background, and tweak other design elements. The Items section gives you control of how the product will be shown to your customers. You can perform numerous operations, including changing the layout structure, cut spaces between blocks, switch item description on or off, change button color, apply border radius, etc. To apply the created widget, simply add the generated script to whichever page you'd like your visitors to see it on. You can also create a unique design or simply grab the generated data from our system to display on your website, just like shown in the Lighters store example. Our similar item scenario is auto-generated using our recommendations module, and if we drill down into the item card, we can see that the recently viewed scenario is also included. But how does all of this affect the end goal, which is to close a sale? Let's compare the conversion rates with recommendations built using your native online shopping platform with the ones built using our machine learning technology. The very same Lighters online shop has historically utilized default built-in recommendation modules, such as popular items, people who buy this usually get, etc. Those recommendations were averaging 319 orders per month, adding up to 414,000 RUB. After moving to our machine learning system, they have received 50% more orders and income from recommendations in the first month. These results were achieved by using both product recommendation algorithms and dynamic content. It was integrated into automated email triggers, targeting dropped shopping cart users, never ordered users, and old users that once bought something. Let's have a look at how this works on a sample trigger for an online shop. We have created two versions of the email, targeting male and female users. Each email has its own recommendation module built in. Note that you can easily add more recommendations using our editor or special HTML tags if working with the source of the email. For easiness of editing, the template layout has dummy items listed. However, when an actual email gets sent to a subscriber, the system will automatically adjust both template layout and items selection. Let's go ahead and send this email out to 2 subscribers. We're choosing the preferred email template, setting up the campaign parameters, such as the subject line, from name, target list, and hitting send. Now let's check which email each of our recipients received. First recipient got an email targeting female users with a unique set of items to offer. Second recipient, however, got a male targeting one, and we can see that the recommendation module includes a whole different set of items, not the ones we have selected initially. Therefore, the dynamic content module automatically picks the most preferred email template for each recipient. And the recommendations module makes the call on which items best to include for each recipient. But how do we know that those are the recipients that need our email? Not only any email from us, but this particular one. Why on this date or at this time? And should we be creating each email campaign manually? Dynamic Triggers module answers those questions for you. It allows us to know what, when, and to whom we should send. And it requires a one-time setup to run automatically, learning and therefore improving results. You are seeing a base trigger chain that is currently set up for digital contact sales process, starting from initial sign-up to email list upload. Immediately after the sign-up, our smart system chooses the most suitable email template category, such as Welcome or How To. Upload your first list, and it picks the best time to send for each individual subscriber. Afterwards, each category automatically determines the most effective from name, email address, subject line, and the content itself. The system then pauses for a while. How long the pause will be is automatically determined for each individual subscriber, based on their activity and profile info. Then it checks if the required condition is met. Based on the conditions, the system enables one of the suggested actions, If the criteria is met, list uploaded, it adds the Stage 1 tag and transfers the user onto the next stage. If the criteria is not met, the system repeats the process all over again, or assigns the inactive tag and transfers the user to an appropriate scenario. Setting up such a complicated trigger scenario, with email chain, content variations, time, and proper segments, manually can be quite tough. That is why prior to implementing Dynamic Triggers module, we were running a fairly simple 5-email chain that was set based on specific conditions. With the previous setup, the open rate was averaging at 32%, click-through rate 19%, and roughly 15% of signed-up users were uploading the email list within the trial period. With the introduction of Dynamic Triggers, we went all in, created several email content versions, generated over 20 different subject lines, added email campaigns on behalf of our CEO, account manager, and the digital contact team. All in all, not only have we received a powerful tool that we're constantly improving and expanding, but also some immediate tangible results. Open rates increased by 1.5 times, and click rate rose to 32%. But the most impressive figure of all, during the last 3 months of implementation, almost 30% of users have made their first purchase, and the numbers keep growing. In the coming years, online marketing will go through significant changes, and experts estimate that companies that are not adopting machine learning technologies are set to fail. We are here to provide a working solution for you right now. Want to learn more? Fill in the form and our experts will show you how your business can benefit from our technologies.